Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be making some potato pancakes, or otherwise known as potato latkes. Potato latkes are a staple for Hanukkah, but also great for any occasion. Just a really nice dish to know how to make, and they are so delicious. I do very few fried foods on my channel, but this is one of the things that I do, and I love these. Very simple to make. We're going to run through our ingredients. I have 3 pounds of potatoes. You'll notice that they're cut in different ways. I have about 2 pounds cut diced up, and I have 1 pound in wedges, and we'll explain why in a few minutes. I have 1 cup of matzo meal. If you don't have matzo meal, you can use either flour or panko breadcrumbs. I have 1 large onion chopped up, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 4 large eggs. So what we're going to do, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our onions and we're going to puree these very well in a food processor. Let's just stop and push these down a little bit. Make sure they're pureed very well. Once they're pureed, we're going to mix these with our eggs. And it's very important that you do it in this order. Reason being is because we're going to be pureeing our potatoes. And what happens is once you puree a potato, they turn brown very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix it in with our eggs and our onions, and that prevents it from browning. So it's very important to do it in this order. Every now and then, inevitably, somebody always says, well, I shred my potatoes by hand. And in their mind, they think it makes a difference in the taste. It makes absolutely no difference in taste. Whether you do it with the machine, which is a lot easier, or you go through the trouble of using a hand shredder, it tastes exactly the same. To our eggs and our onions, we're going to add our matzo meal. We're going to also add our salt and pepper. We're going to give this a really good mix. And now we're going to start with our potatoes. The first thing that we're going to do is use our diced potatoes, and they're going to get pureed the same way as our onions did. Just try to get as much water out as you can. We're going to puree our potatoes. After a few seconds, we'll just stop and we'll push this down. Once our potatoes are pureed, once again, we're going to add this to our matzo meal and our eggs. And before you do anything, you want to mix this up very well. As I said, that will keep the potatoes from browning. And lastly, we're going to shred our potatoes, the rest of the potatoes. So all the potatoes that are cut in wedges, which was about 1 pound, are going to get shredded. And we're going to take our shredded potatoes. So once this is all mixed, we're ready to make our latkes. I have just maybe a 1/2 inch of water in our pan. And I'm making what I call baby latkes. Looks like my oil's a little hot. You definitely want your oil hot, but that looked like it was, if it gets too hot, they'll actually break apart. Once they're nice and brown on the edges, flip them over and let this side get brown. Once they're brown on both sides, they're ready. You notice that I put them on paper towel to absorb some of the oil. As soon as I put more in, I'm going to let these dry a little bit to get a little bit more of the oil. Our potato latkes are finished. I put them on a plate so you can see what they look like. This recipe yielded right about 50 latkes. I've already eaten probably about 7 or 8 of them, but we'll have another one. Cheers. They are perfect. Really, really, really good. I am serving them with applesauce, which is traditional. Some people serve them with sour cream. Either way, absolutely delicious. One other thing I want to talk to you about, if you want to make these ahead and serve them at a party, say you're having people over and you want to serve this as an appetizer, best way of doing this is make them, cool them down, laying them out flat on a sheet pan and freeze them, and then do not defrost them. Take them directly out of your oven and put them in a 400-degree oven, and they will crisp up nice. And like you'll have nice crisp latkes. So that works very well. I do it all the time for catering. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'd say tell me what type of latkes you like to make, but there aren't that many. So anyway, please leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.